Hello, sports fans. Welcome to another edition of VetsPlusSports.com. This is your host, Terrell Cool Beans Davis, and I'm currently waiting on my co-host, Mr. James Miller. We did some changes. As you see, the music for the live for us coming on the show. I wanted to do something special for this is our second annual award show. This is our Vets Plus Sports. We do what we call a Wounded Warrior, and last year's on December 14th of last year. We're about a week. What's today? The 21st. So we're a week after, a year and a week after. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We're waiting for my co-host to be able to come on. I'm texting right now, let him know that I've already started the show, and he'll come on when he can. Letting him know right now because he was tied up for a minute. But we're gonna go ahead and get this show started. I'm gonna go over some sports that went on earlier today. We saw a good one with the Cleveland Browns, even though they didn't win, but they did their best to get in the game. They were pretty much there, 23-20. But let's go ahead and do this in order like we normally do. Do a shout out to our cities, that those that listen to the audio show. We had Los Angeles, California. Thank y'all for listening. Washington D.C. Thank you for listening. Ashburn, Virginia. Thank you for listening. And finally, after weeks and weeks and weeks, Boardman, Oregon has finally showed back up on the audio show. Thank you for listening. All right, let's go straight into let's get it started. I don't have any WNBA news other than to add from last time when we talked about WNBA. This time the players voted and they said, which I don't get, it's like only 93% of the players voted. I don't know what happened to that other 7%. They're not counting they're not counting their seven, but 93% of the players voted, and they voted in 98% in favor, 2% against. If the in the event if the players association think that they need to strike, then they will go ahead and strike. They already have the power to go ahead and set the strike, which to me that leads to, if I was the owners, I would just say forget about it and just we're just gonna lock you out. And it's really bad because I would think that they would use their momentum that they had, and they would have just got one. Or even if you don't agree with the current CBA that they offered, I'd be like, okay, we'll operate on this CBA just for 1 year, just so we can actually work out what we want to do. But they're being greedy. Well, I can't say they're being greedy. I'm just saying they have much more in this upcoming CBA, the one that they're negotiating right now. Better pay. Uh, so I think, and what they're asking for, they want part of that revenue share, and you're not going to get it. I think the league would just go belly up before they give it to you, and they know this, and why don't they? And they're relying on Unrivaled or Project B as scapegoats, and not scapegoats, they're using them as outlets. And you got to play, they can play over Europe, play over in China, play over in Mexico, but that's not staying stateside. I don't know, I think they should have left it. I think they should just go ahead and say, hey, look, we'll do this one for 1 year, maybe 2 years, but and maybe they'll get a little better next year. But I just got a text from my partner. He's getting ready to come back, getting ready to come on. Uh, but that is it for the WNBA. Now, as far as the NBA goes, we know they last we talked, we had the Emirates Cup going on, and the New York Knicks, my Knicks, are winners of the Emirates Cup. they faced the San Antonio Spurs just like I wanted them to. I seen when Spurs was taking on the Thunder, and I was like, oh, New York really can't handle something. New York really has trouble with both those teams. And I was like, out of the two, I would rather them face the Spurs. And then the Spurs won, and I was happy. And then after I said, oh no. Last time they faced the Spurs, when they actually had to play a championship with the Spurs, was it goes to the finals right after the strike. And I remember Tim Duncan and them, they beat my Knicks in 7. So I'm like, or was it 6? I think the series went to 7, but it wasn't a good feeling. So let's get on the NBA right now. Let's see what we got as far as NBA. We had some games earlier today. The Nets facing the Raptors. The Nets beat the Raptors 96-81. That was a low scoring game. Must have been a good defense game. It's good for the Nets because Nets is like next to the bottom. So that was a good win for them. Timberwolves beat the Bucks 103-100. And the Spurs beat the Wizards 124-113. Other games we had, let's see. Because there's one game missing because I know the Knicks played today. There it is. I missed that one. I missed 2 games actually. We had earlier the Bulls beating the Hawks 152-150. Okay, that was all offensive, no defense in that game. And the Knicks beats the Miami Heat 132-125. Let's get a look at those standings while we're on here. Currently in the East, let's just go over what if the playoffs started today. Number 1 seed would belong to the Detroit Pistons, 22-6. The New York Knicks fall behind them at 20-8. The Celtics, now they came. Celtics deserve a lot of credit. They bounced back. They started off the year bad. Still no. I can't. I wanted to say Tyrese Halliburton, but it wasn't Tyrese Halliburton. I cannot remember his name right now. Jason Tatum. He got the 20 release. Got 17-11, and James is here. How's it going? I was just going over the scores for NBA. I was going over actually standings on NBA right now. Got the Sixers in 4th place, Magic in 5th, Raptors is in 6th.
Hey, dude.
Cavaliers is 7th, and Heat in 8th. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were saying something. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, crap.
There you go. There.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I got you now.
Okay. It looks like that's my iPhone microphone. I'm wondering if I've been going on this whole time and nobody heard anything. Not a daggone word I said. I don't know what's up with the headphones.
Yeah. All right.
Well, cool beans.
Hey, you hold. Hey, Avery, give me a pen over there. I'm trying to get everything set up. I don't know if that one works, but all right, good to go. I didn't have my table down here. My wife was using it for presents on upstairs, so I had to bring it back down.
Right.
So get everything together. So here I am.
Well, cool beans. Well, now that you're on the show, what I'll do is did some changes up for the because this is like I was telling Well, I don't have anybody. Well, it doesn't show that I have anybody on yet, but I was saying that this was for the second annual Wounded Warrior Award show, and I did a little change. I'm going to go ahead and show you. Watch this.
Pretty cool. I like that. I like that.
That's AI. I was like fooling around with some AI, and I said, "Oh man, this is awesome! I like this."
That's pretty cool. All right. So, what have you got? What did you get into?
Just went over the WNBA. Nothing really going on there other than they're about to be striking and or locked out, whichever one wants to do it first. And they got till January 9th to come up with an agreement. And so far the ladies ain't budging. And over in NBA, I was just talking about went over the standings for the Eastern Conference and went over some score. I did all the scores from today's games, and I got a couple games from yesterday, but I didn't do the Western Conference standings. That's where I was at.
All right, I can bring it up real fast.
Cool beans.
Oh, by the way, nice spiffy little jersey you got on.
Yes, and I sure appreciate it.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yep. My buddy James got this for me for Christmas, and I said, okay, I got to wear it today. And my wife okayed it, and then it has to go back under the tree because it's not Christmas yet.
There you go. So you got to wait. Can you be paid for wait, what, 3 days? 4 days?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you got the Western Conference standings in the NBA. Oklahoma City has lost 2 games since the last time we was on. They are on the downfall. They are 25-3. They're 25-3. So, then you've got San Antonio Spurs. Man, they're moving right up, 21-7. The Nuggets are 20-7. Lakers are moving on up, number 4 at 19-8. Rockets at the 5th spot at 17-8. Minnesota at the 6th spot at 19-10. Then the Suns, Golden State, Memphis, and Trailblazers round out from 7-10. So that's your Western Conference standings. And let's see here. Let's go to some hockey. I don't think there's no baseball news really.
Okay.
All right, there is something here. It's in Japan, the home run record setter Murakami, I think is how you pronounce his name. He is joining the Chicago Sox.
White Sox. He's gonna be the White Sox.
He's gonna be a White Sox. So
Chicago said Dodgers got Ohtani, and 2 years in a row they won the World Series. Let me get this one.
That's it. All right, let's go to do some hockey real fast. Then we'll get into some football and stuff because there's a lot to talk about. A lot of, from what I heard, I don't know if you've seen it, which I didn't because we had some of our family Christmas get together today and church play we went to, but some controversy over, from what I heard, the Lions game. I'm not for sure.
Oh, I seen that, and I totally agree.
So let's get some scores here in hockey, and then we'll jump into college football and the NFL, talking about playoffs.
Playoffs? Playoffs?
All right, right now in overtime, you got the Penguins and the Canadians tied 3-3 with 52 seconds in overtime. So I guess once this rolls out, they'll be going to a shootout. If I'm not mistaken. the end of the second, you've got the Oilers over the Golden Knights 4-1. Final in overtime, you had the Red Wings beating the Capitals 3-2. Avalanche over the Wild 5-1. Senators over the Bruins 6-2. Sabres over the Devils 3-1. Predators over the Rangers 2-1. Stars over the Maple Leafs 5-1. And Mammoth over the Jets 4-3.
Okay.
All right, man. Let's see if we got any college basketball going on today. I say there may be a game or two.
Yeah, probably so.
I haven't been keeping up with my Mountaineers. This has been so busy. All right, right now in the second period with 3 minutes left. Second half, 3 minutes and 47 seconds left. Nebraska's beating the North Dakota 65-49. Memphis all over LaSalle 102-50. Iowa State over Long Beach 91-60. UConn over DePaul 72-54. Number 7 Gonzaga over Oregon 91-82. Vanderbilt over Wake Forest 98-67. Alabama over Kennesaw State 92-81. Tennessee over Gardner Webb 94-52. And then Florida beats Colgate 90-60. And let's see something real fast. Let's do this. I'm just going to check some scores, which I don't know if they played today or not. Nah, they didn't. I'm just trying to see if the Mountaineers played. They must have played yesterday. I got the Big 12 conference up, so. I know they didn't play yesterday, too. They must have had a little break. Unless this didn't take me to where. Yeah, no. Huh. Maybe Friday. No. I bet they're playing tomorrow. Yeah, they are. They're playing Mississippi Valley State tomorrow night on ESPN Plus. Should be a win for them. Mississippi's only 1-11.
Ooh, oh no, 1-11.
1-11. All right, that's a rundown right now with college basketball. Let's get into some football.
Yeah, because that I missed yesterday. The college playoffs started. Last I saw, and the only part I saw because I had to go to work yesterday, and I just knew that Texas A&M was tearing up Miami, and I cut on the TV. It was the third quarter, and it was like 3-0, Miami, and I never did finish the game.
Well, Friday night you had Bama and Oklahoma. Those Boomer Sooners choked. They went up 17-0 on Alabama. They were blowing them out of the water, 17-0. And then it was like, was it Bama scored 24 or 27 unanswered points?
Ooh.
24. Let's see. It was 24 unanswered, I think. Because they came within 27, because it was 27-24 at one point, and then Alabama added another touchdown. The final score was Bama 34, Sooners 24. That was Friday night.
Wow. And I think we both picked Sooners on that one.
Yeah, we both picked Sooners. Me and you tied on our 4 playoff picks. Now, James Madison played Oregon.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This was a blowout from the beginning. And I don't know what to come up of this unless they had to put their backups in. The final score ended up being 51-34, Oregon over James Madison. And then Tulane got handed it to them by Ole Miss 41-10.
Oh, we figured that the no coach thing would have just.
Yeah. And then the Canes beat Texas A&M, which is a shocker to me.
Oh.
It should have been a shocker to if anybody thought besides the Canes fans that Canes was going to beat Texas A&M. you got to be out of this world.
Yeah, that was the weekend upset right there.
So, going back to James Madison and Tulane, and it just goes to show you putting these smaller schools in the playoffs this is what you're going to get. And even Nick Saban said it. He said you can't tell me you're going to put a James Madison or a Tulane in the playoffs over a Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
Or, I mean, in this case, a BYU who only lost 2 games.
Yeah, BYU.
So, or Duke, who won the conference championship in ACC.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, and I could be wrong. I didn't get to see Duke play this year. I'd say Duke would have put up a better fight than Tulane and James Madison would have.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So,
but Tulane had more of a fighting chance with the coaching situation at Ole Miss. So they had more of a fighting chance. I don't know what happened down there, but Ole Miss won't survive when they go up against somebody else.
No,
they're
so
not
that's
going to survive this.
That's what you got right now. And I'll go ahead and move on over to let's see what this does here. If it'll click up. Okay. So now this is what you got. This is going to be your meetings. And you got Miami playing number 2 Ohio State.
Okay, Ohio State's going to trash them.
So Ohio State should win this.
Mm-hmm.
Should win this. Like I say, should win this.
I know.
But I figure I'm just going to say it now. The Buckeyes will figure a way to screw this up. They should win this. But I'm going to go with you. I'm going Buckeyes over the Canes. And I'm going to tell you this. The Canes are going to have to score more than 10 points to beat the Buckeyes.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. You're going to score more than 10 points to beat Buckeyes. The other game you got, now that's Wednesday, December 31st. So they got a little break. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then Thursday, January 1st, you got number 5 Oregon playing number 4 Texas Tech. You know, I hate
Tech.
You're going Tech.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I'm pulling for Tech all the way. I'm gonna pick Ducks.
Go with the Ducks, okay.
I'm going with the Ducks. Reason I'm going to do this, even though I'm pulling for Texas. Texas is on a big layoff. Oregon done got their little scrimmage game out of the way.
Yeah, that is true.
Or a little practice or whatever you want to call it. I'm going Ducks on this. Even though I'm going to pull Texas Tech. I'm going to pull for the Big 12 team to go and make a run and see what happens. And just go from there. All right, next game we're picking here is Bama and Indiana.
Indiana.
And like I said, I don't know, last week when Bama was playing Oklahoma, I don't know which team I hate worse, the Sooners or Bama.
Bama's not even supposed to be here.
And Sooners let me down. So I'm going Indiana. I hope you can beat that Tide.
They better. Indiana better show us something. You just got that number 1 seed after that championship between you and Ohio State. You just got it. Show that you actually earn it, that you're supposed to, that you deserve it.
And then the last game of that, now all these last 3 games are on January 1st. You got Ole Miss playing Georgia. I'm sorry, Ole Miss Rebels, you're done.
Yeah.
You don't stand a chance against Georgia.
Nope.
And that's what we have right there. We'll see what happens. That's the 4 big games coming on, starting New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I would say it looks like Buckeyes can make a run for it. And here's the thing: you could have another showdown between the Buckeyes and Indiana in the national title.
Yep, you sure can.
But we'll see what happens with that. There's something I was going to bring up with college football. All right, which I think we mentioned it last Sunday. Mendoza won the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know how you say his name. The quarterback for Vandy. PBA or PBI. I don't know how you say it.
Right.
So he was whining and complaining like a little baby. I'm just gonna call it like it is. I mean, a little child, like a little 12-year-old. I thought he was better than that. Evidently, he's not. Saying he got cheated in the voting. Everybody knows he should have won it. I mean, I can't really say. I didn't get to watch all of them to say, but I'd say Mendoza probably deserved it.
Right. Well, here's the thing. He got to think about the Heisman curse. Well, it's like, especially if he's planning on going pro anyway, because we have how many Super Bowl? We're on Super Bowl what now? 50?
All right. I'm gonna tell you what how far his pro career is going to go. You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Remember Money Johnny Manziel?
Hey, yep.
Money Johnny Manziel. And get this. Supposedly he's getting a lawyer to sue the NCAA for that.
For that because they snubbed him?
Yeah, they snubbed him of the Heisman.
He's ruining his draft potential. Nobody's going to want him.
So he's going to be another Johnny Manziel. He ain't going nowhere. He's crying like a little baby. Yeah, I wish I could put that on Twitter or something. At whatever his name is. Back.
All that crying and stuff he's doing, he's going to go within the first. He's a first rounder.
He going to the Browns.
Exactly.
Which
they said Sanders was going to cause problems and all that other stuff, and nothing. But this guy, oh yeah, they'll take him, no problem.
Which he's not coming out this year. There's only, I think, one quarterback coming out. There's not. There ain't that. There's only said there's going to be one quarterback drafted. And that's about it. And they mentioned their name. But
so he did all that whining for nothing. If he's going to be there another year, you got a whole another year to compete.
Yeah.
Or if he just like this year that I had right now was just a fluke. This is the best I'm going to do.
Why shouldn't Manziel or whatever Mendoza get it for Indiana? They're number 1 in the country.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pavier or whatever your name is. You lost 4 games, even though we on this podcast backed Vandy to win pretty much all year, and you lost, I think, was it 3 or 4 games?
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you was the best quarterback, you would have won. Only had 1 or 2 losses, so I mean,
you'd have won all of them games.
Yeah,
even not just the games that I went against you, because they won all those games that I went against Vandy.
But yeah, I wanted to mention that. Had that going on and everything else. So I think that's about it. I ain't going over. There's just too many bowl games to go over, so I'm not going over those.
Yeah.
And now let's see. I ain't even got the scores correct yet for
the NFL.
Yeah, for the NFL. Like I said, I just had got home when I got on here.
It was so funny. Some of them games today. I actually got to watch some. I watched the Browns should have beat the Bills.
I wish they would have. I was pulling for the Browns, which to me, I like the Browns. I think they're the. I'm just going to say it. And you say call it names or what? The dumbest franchise in the history of the NFL because they cannot draft worth a lick. You had the best quarterback sitting the bench just on your roster for 3/4 of the season,
Mm-hmm.
and he's showing that he should have been playing.
Exactly.
But anyway, I didn't get to. I was hoping the Browns would have beat the Bills. I was.
The Browns have the same problem the Bengals did that I was looking at. They have no line. I mean, like it was like they got up on Buffalo. Then Buffalo comes in the second half. In fact, the second half they ended it was tie. It was 10-10 when it goes to halftime. Cleveland comes out, they get the ball first, they go up, put that 7 points up there. So it's 17-10. Next drive, Buffalo is 3 and out. Cleveland get it in good field position. And Cleveland cannot do nothing. That line did not block for anything. And it was just like, and a couple of it is a play calling. Because my thing is, okay, I remember, special plays like, like the reverse. Now jet sweep is just pretty much a regular play, but reverses, double reverses, all those special plays. Yep. Those you only do for like when you got a brand new quarterback in there that's struggling and stuff like that, and you don't want him to get too many hits. But Sanders is not that quarterback.
No, he's not. Go ahead.
But they call plays like that for him to where it's not like
they don't want him to succeed.
Exactly. But at the same time, him not succeeding, these are the things that it's like this. If I want somebody to win the if I go to an all you can eat contest and I don't like the other chef, but I want to eat this chef, but I know this chef been putting poison in his food, but I'm still sitting there eating it because I don't want the other guy to win. I mean, like, not wanting Sanders to succeed, you're just getting yourself fired. You're gonna lose all your games, and you're gonna get fired.
Exactly. Which I think he's gonna be fired after the end of the season anyway.
I know that's what I was thinking. He's gonna be fired at the end of the season. But my thing is, why give it? He's sabotaging, and he's doing this. Why is the front office giving him the satisfaction to I would fire him like right now.
All right, I want to run down some scores since we're talking about it now. All right. Right now you got the Patriots and the Ravens. They're tied up at 10 apiece. 10 minutes left in the third. And I just heard something on the radio coming home. Something about, they mentioned the Patriots. And I think you may find this a little different or odd or strange. They said the Patriots is the only team in the NFL that drafted their long snapper, their punter, and the kicker on the team. Nobody else usually drafts them. They pick them up, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But
free agency.
Walk on or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So they said they're the only team that drafted all three. They said they put stock into their special teams. And that's kind of smart.
And you know what? I'm going to confirm that is true because remember back when Brady was playing,
and
they had Belichick. I forgot what the kicker's name, but he was so good. It was just like Brady only had to get so far.
Stephen Gostkowski.
Maybe that's who it was.
Gostkowski has hit the game-winning field goals earlier in his career.
Yeah.
Or Adam Vinatieri.
Vinatieri was with Peyton Manning.
But he was with the Patriots too, wasn't he?
Was he? Did he go from the Patriots to the Colts?
I think I could be wrong. Yeah, you'll have to look that up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that.
See, I mean, we're getting old, so our memories sometimes serve us.
I know, right?
Let's see what Adam. Okay, here it is. He was an old fart. He was born in 72. All right. Let's see what it says. Yep, the Patriots, and then he went to the Colts and kicked for the two best quarterbacks that ever played the game.
Okay.
He played 24 seasons with the Patriots and the Colts. I thought that was him that kicked the game-winning. Remember that field goal against, was it Carolina?
Right.
Early, was it 2001 or something? 2001, 2002?
Yeah, about that.
That's when Steve Smith played for Panthers, if I'm not mistaken.
But yep, I guess that was him. That was what you call it. All they need to do is he needed to get so many yards, and then like Vinatieri, he'll get it. He's automatic, like
he had 4 Super Bowl wins, rings.
Yeah, I can see that.
So all right, there that is. We got that. But let me go down some other scores here. I had to mention that when it was up. In the game you were just talking about, the Bills beat the Browns 23-20. And since you mentioned Sanders, he was 20 of 29 for 157 yards and 1 touchdown.
Right.
So, I mean, the accuracy's there. If you want to go by that. And then you had the Chiefs getting beat by the Titans 26-9. I don't know if you know, Minshew went out with a torn ACL.
Yep. That's what the downfall was. He went out, I want to say the second quarter, and did not return, and that was it.
Yeah.
He's already the backup. He had to.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to have to get another quarterback to finish season.
Yeah.
Or Travis Kelce or Noah Gray, one of the 2 tight ends will have to play quarterback. See, I don't know if you know this, Travis Kelce in high school was a quarterback.
Did not know that.
Yes. Went to college, converted to a tight end. So, was it Tuesday? Patrick Mahomes had surgery on his knee. Expected to be back by week 1 playing. That's what they said.
Okay.
So, we'll see what happens. Here's a shocker. You ready for this? I know you've seen it. Jaguars beat the Broncos in Denver 34-20.
I know.
And I almost picked the Jags, but I didn't. I went Broncos, and that's last week's pick.
I did too. I was like, the Jags is just, they're not real. They weren't real to me. And they still not real to me because I don't consider Bo Nix really a superstar quarterback. He's a Trent Dilfer in my eyes.
Yeah, he's 20. He went 28 of 47 for 352 yards passing and 1 touchdown. And that's like the only thing that's been carrying them Broncos all year. They don't have a great offense. It's just that defense. Defense wins championships. Defense wins games. And they've got a pretty stout defense. Now, if the injury bug starts hitting them, look out. And that's what's happening to the Patriots right now. Their defense, they're up front starting to get hurt. So they got players out. So you're going to see that start taking effect with the Patriots. Your Cowboys disappointed me. They got beat 34-17. They probably didn't disappoint you. You're probably expecting it.
Yeah, I got some bad news on them anyway. I was going to wait till we get to it. We got some bad weather or something coming ahead. It's going to be bad for everybody. After the Cowboys got eliminated, after 30 years of a Super Bowl drought, or even, getting anywhere, Jerry Jones has come out and took responsibility and said the blame is on him. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, something bad is going to happen. He's taking accountability.
well, all right. Put your words to action, and Get your nose out of the business of the franchise. Let your coaches do the work. Let your coaches do the practice. Let your coaches do the drafting.
Exactly.
Keep your nose out of it, Jerry Jones. All right. We had the Bengals beating the Dolphins 45-21.
Beat them bad.
Yeah.
And the funny part is, because I hated it was Quinn Ewers his first start, but they were trying to put their whole playoff losses and everything. We got eliminated. It's all Tua's fault because Tua didn't play. And then you look at today, I guess it ain't really all Tua.
Nah. Burrow 25-32 for 309 yards and 4 touchdowns. I think I started the wrong quarterback in my leagues. Then you had the Saints beating the Jets 29-6. Vikings over the Giants 16-3. And to me, it's the surpriser today. I can't stand this franchise. The Panthers beat the Buccaneers 23-20.
I know.
So
another shocker.
And then the Falcons beat the Cardinals 26-19. And then to me, here's another little bit of a shocker. Well, now I'll come back to this game. You had Texans beating the Raiders 23-21. That was like a whoa, what happened? You know, and one of those touchdowns came from a defense that I know of. So, I'm trying to see something here. That don't make sense. They got something on the stats here of that Raiders-Texans game. There's only 21 points put up by the Raiders.
Right.
And it's got Geno's 18-23, 201, 2 touchdowns. It's got Jenny running back, 24 carries, 128 yards, 1 touchdown. Then it's got Jenny, 1 receiving, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. I'm like,
Geno had a pick 6. They didn't mention that.
There was a pick 6. So, this is a good defense, the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And you played a poor Raiders team at home and barely beat them. Which I didn't see the game. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either.
But that should have been
this should have been a stomping.
The Chiefs beat them 31-0 at Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm.
But and then Thursday night you had the game. That was the game of the year for your Thursday night games. The Thursday night game, the Rams and the Seahawks. Seahawks won in overtime 38-37. They went for the 2-point conversion to get that, to win it. That was a game for the ages. And I bet you don't know unless you've seen the highlights.
I bet I don't know.
All right. They had to go for a 2-point conversion in regulation that tied the ball game up. The Seahawks did. I mean, the Seahawks did. Did you see these highlights?
No, I did not, but okay. I see how you're setting it up.
Right, this is regulations. They're going for a 2-point conversion to tie the game.
Uh-huh.
All right, Sam Darnold steps back, throws a pop pass to there in the flat. Okay. Well, he steps back and goes to throw a pop pass. Well, the defender come through, hit the ball with his hand. The ball goes over to the end zone, and Charbonnet just goes in the end zone and picks it up. Well, they said it was an incomplete pass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he picks it up in the end zone. On further review, it was a backwards pass, so it was a fumble that went in the end zone, and just Charbonnet happened to pick it up to get the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game up. And then ends up going in overtime. So I was like, wow, what a turning events. But that was a game, probably the best game of your Thursday night games. Now, the game I was going to get back to. Steelers beat the Lions, which knocks the Lions knocks the Lions out of the playoffs.
Yep.
Steelers beat them 29-24. To me, was a shocker. It's looking like the Steelers are going to win that division.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if Baltimore wins here. If that'll go 8-7.
Well, if Baltimore loses, if Baltimore wins, that still keeps them still tying. The Steelers have the tiebreaker,
but they play each other though.
Right, but for as of now, because remember the one time that the one game they played, the Steelers won it, so that's why the Steelers will still be ahead. Now, if they lose, I think Steelers would be actually home free.
Yeah. If the Ravens lose this, it's over.
Yeah,
they're out of the playoffs. So, but did you see that game?
Yeah.
What was the controversy at the end? I'm just getting secondhand from my mother-in-law telling me about something there at the end of the game.
That whole last drive has controversy. Okay, these refs, all refs need to be fired. And what you call it? The way I see it, it was a makeup call for a bad call. Back in when the Lions had it, it's like 3 minutes left in the game. They're behind. They need a touchdown to win. It's like 3rd and 14, and he throws a pass, and it is knocked down by the defender, the Steelers defender, but they call pass interference, talking about he was too early. But when you look at the replay, okay, it's just like, yeah, he touches the receiver, but it wasn't to where he barely touched the receiver. He didn't even alter his path. He went like he came from like the receivers in front of him. So my chest is going to come across your back, and my hand is smacking the ball down. This hand hit the ball right as it got there, and they threw it for pass interference, giving them another drive and another down and everything. Which I said it was bullcrap. It wasn't pass interference. So they didn't get down all the way down to the end zone, and they got 8 seconds left. Well, they didn't get to the end zone. He's at the 10-yard line. They have 8 seconds left in the game. He gets and this was offensive pass interference because Jalen Ramsey was just standing there at the goal line, and Amon-Ra, he was coming, and you can see him clearly push Jalen Ramsey, and Jalen Ramsey falls back. Then he goes to catch the ball. He does it, but Ramsey recovered, and he hits him at the 1, and they're standing him up, and they're trying to him and another guy is they're holding him up, trying to run out the 8 seconds. So what's his name? He purposely fumbles the ball. Well, he rolls the balls. Yeah. And Goff picks it up and jumps in the end zone.
Okay.
And pretty much that is a touchdown. But there's a flag because of the pass interference. And they were talking about some it should be since the flag was thrown, you're gonna have to redo play.
Yeah, redo the down.
But here's the thing: that's not the rule. They didn't do it because the rule is, and you got to think as a defender, which one I'm going to do. When it's under 2 minutes, I think it's under 2 minutes, the defense gets to choose the penalty. When it's an offensive penalty,
but here's
do we send them back 10 yards or do we run off 10 seconds? Which one I'm going to do when there's only 8 seconds in the game?
Here's the thing, though: you got a touchdown, so you got to still play a down because there was a scoring touchdown. Now, if there was no score,
but it was a score the score was on the penalty, though.
Well, it still don't matter. You still got to replay that down over because that was a go-ahead touchdown, even though there's an offensive penalty. That's like having an offensive holding when you score a touchdown.
Yeah, and it comes back. Actually, it does come back, but you got the 10-second runoff rule.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Me as a defender. I'm let's run it off.
It don't matter though on a scoring play. That don't matter. Yeah, it's different if it's out in the field of play. Under a touchdown, a scoring play, you got to play that down one more time.
Yeah, but the ref said, you know what? I'm ready to go home. Call it. It's game. Like I said, the refs are horrible. But I was like, me as a defender, you got a choice between sending them back 10 yards or do the 10-second runoff when there's only 8 seconds of the game. I'm going for the 10-second runoff, and That's in the game.
They messed that up.
They did.
That's a scoring play. It's different if it's not a scoring play. But that was a touchdown. So you just can't end the ball game there. It'll be an untimed down. Back to wherever the penalty was. It's going to be an untimed down.
Yeah, that's what it should have happened.
Because it's a scoring play. It's a scoring touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So the refs screwed that up.
Yeah, they screwed that whole game up because, like I said, it should have been over when they called that pass interference. And I think that was one of the things that was doing makeup call and said, you know what? We did screw them on that one. Let's give them this one. But it was funny.
Gosh. In the game, Aaron Rodgers must have been paying the refs this time.
All right.
Oh boy.
All right. Said, I just got the check. The check's good. Game over.
Let me do this here. And then let's see. Okay. I'm gonna go over the let's see here. Playoff picture right now.
Okay.
Your boys is eliminated. My Chiefs are eliminated. So it ain't going to hurt us as bad as these other teams getting knocked out of the playoffs.
Right.
In the playoffs. So here's what we got right now. Well, I don't know why that's bringing up. Let's do this. It's better do this way. All right. Now here's the playoff picture right now. AFC. You got number one seed's going to be the Broncos. They're 12-3. Well, you can't really say that. If New England wins, they're 12-3. So right now, Denver's sitting at the number one seed at 12-3.
Right.
If New England wins this game, which Baltimore's up 17-13, that it could go to the very last couple games of the week. Who's number one seed?
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville's sitting at the 3 seed, 11-4, which I still can't believe that.
I know, right?
The Steelers are at the number 4 seed right now at 9-6. Then at the 5 seed, there's the Chargers, 11-4. And it's hard to believe the Chargers are 11-4. They're not a good team.
Yeah, they have streaks.
It's like they barely keep winning. They're not a good team, which my Chiefs wasn't a good team last year either, and they kept winning.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Bills are at the 6 seed at 11-4. And then Houston's at the 7 seed at 10-5. So that's a rundown of the first 7 teams. And then on the outside is the Colts. And I think the Colts has got to play the Texans. They play each other one more time, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. But don't the Colts play Monday night?
Colts play the 49ers tomorrow night.
Okay, 49.
So at the 49ers, you picked the Colts, I picked the Niners. No, I'm telling you wrong. That's in Indy, I think.
Indy?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The Niners are already in. They don't matter if they lose that or not.
Well, they don't want to lose it because they can still win a division. So now you're playing for seeding. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now they're playing for seeding and who you're going to play. So you're still going to play to the end. Because I can't remember which one. I think they needed the Rams to win, though. I think the best they can do is probably finish second. I don't know if they even tie. I think the Seattle's got the tiebreaker on the 49ers.
Right.
That's your rundown with the AFC. Here's the NFC. Number one is a shocker to me for the NFC right now. Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks is number one. Number two is the Chicago Bears, another shocker.
Yeah, exactly.
Eagles got the 3 seed, and here's another shocker for the number 4 seed is the Panthers.
I know. It's like, whew.
Then at the 5 seed right now is the Rams. Number 6 seed is the 49ers. Those 3 are locked in from out west. The number 7 seed is the Packers. And then just outside is the Detroit Lions. They're not eliminated yet, according to this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how Detroit would make it.
Detroit, to me, they probably got to win. They got 2 more games now. Win those last 2.
And the only thing they can do, I guess, is hope for
Green Bay to lose their
2.
last 2.
And right now, I think it's showing here the tiebreaker as far as the Panthers own the tiebreaker over the Bucks.
Right. They got to play one more thing. They play the last game.
Yeah. So if they end up tying, I think it says here they own the tiebreaker because of winning percentage.
Right.
Oh,
bad news on Green Bay. Love went out today on concussion. He didn't return. He didn't return back to the game.
Well, guess who they play? Guess who they play next week?
Who they play next week?
The Ravens.
Oh my goodness! And he might not play that game.
And so, if the Ravens win this game, that means they're still playing to make the playoffs,
and they're also still playing for that division title.
Yeah, well, that's the only way they can make the playoffs is to win that division.
Yep.
But here's the thing: Green Bay finishes at Minnesota, and you know what? That's a rival game. You know Minnesota's going to try to knock them out.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's going to come down to the wire. And that's it. That's about it. You got anything else with football? Oh, no, it's not it because we got to do our picks for next week.
Oh, yeah, sure do.
Hold on. How about mess that up? All right. Man, I don't do no good with these picks. That's for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't doing too good either.
Okay, you got a game Thursday night. I'm not going to watch this. It ain't going to be worth watching, even though it's my team. Broncos are playing the Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have no quarterback. I guess they'll have to bring a cheerleader in at quarterback.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go Broncos this time.
Go on Broncos. It would be funny if they beat them, but that ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Then Cowboys are playing the Commanders.
Commanders are doing bad. Cowboys will bounce back and win that one.
I'm going Cowboys. Lions are playing the Vikings.
Vikes.
That's let's see what that's on. Okay, this is on Saturday. All these games here, and actually there's 2 games on Thursday. Oh, that's all Christmas Day. 3 games on Thursday.
Yeah, that's right.
Lions are playing the Vikings. So you said Vikes?
Yep.
You know what? That's going to be a crazy division. I'm going to go Lions. Here's the funny thing. Well, not funny, I don't guess. My mother-in-law's a Lions fan.
That's why she was mad about the game today.
And it was I got to see the start of the first part of the game. in the first quarter, and the Lions was getting down there. They went for it from 4th and goal. Went for it for the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
My mother-in-law said, "Here he goes again." He said, well, "He won't never take the points. He's going for it to not get it, and then we need those points."
Yep.
Even she knows it.
You know what? I was talking about that same play when your mother-in-law was talking about that. I text that on Twitter. I said he's gonna lose this game passing up points.
All right, and you got the Texans at the Chargers. I'm going Texans on this.
Texans, because Chargers, they're not. They have win streaks. They have like some plays where they look good. They're not really. They're not all that together. They're unstable. They're gonna lose that one.
That game is Saturday, along with this one is the Ravens at the Packers. I'm going Ravens.
Oh, I'm going to Ravens now. Jordan Love is definitely not going to play. I seriously doubt he'll pass that concussion protocol. And if he does, that's one of them. They might have forced it. I don't know, but I don't think he's going to pass it.
All right. Here's one I'm going to call a upset. The Steelers are going to Cleveland. I'm going with the Browns.
Steelers going to Cleveland? Well, see, I'm going Steelers. And the reason why I'm going Steelers, I still got a couple of players that's lined up that the Steelers really going to use. Key players for the Steelers. Coach Kevin Stefanski and Jerry Jeudy. They are both key players for Pittsburgh. They will screw it up because they want Sanders to look bad and fail. They will do anything.
The Patriots just try to fake punt, trying to get the first down, and they just fumbled the ball. So the Ravens got the ball.
Don't look good for Patriots.
Metcalf, I don't know if he'll be playing. He threw a punch. He threw a punch at one of the fans, a Detroit fan.
Oh, I missed that. He might get suspended on that.
Yeah, he may get suspended on that. So,
Metcalf is the Pittsburgh equivalent to A.J. Brown. Maybe it's not even them. Maybe it's just the state of Pennsylvania. You got Pittsburgh up here in this western corner up at the top, and he's acting crazy, or DK. And then down in the eastern, in the lower half of the state, you got Philadelphia, and you got A.J. Brown. I don't know. Something with the hemispheres making their receivers crazy.
Well, it's all lower. It's the lower part because Pittsburgh barely crossed the line.
Really? I thought Pittsburgh was north.
No, it's just across the line from West Virginia. It's only but not the northern part of the state. It's in the southern part of Pennsylvania.
Oh, it's in the southern part of Pennsylvania.
Yeah. As soon as you cross the line from West Virginia into Pennsylvania, you drop into Pittsburgh as soon as you go through the tunnel.
Gotcha.
So maybe it's the southern line.
Maybe so.
It's the river. It's the river there.
There you go. Drives them crazy.
What is it? That Monongalia River or whatever it's called? I don't know what it's called now. It used to be called Three River Stadium, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember Three River Stadium.
All right. Then you got the Patriots playing the Jets. I'm going Pats on this.
Yeah, that's definitely a Patriot. I hate to do it to Aaron Glenn. I thought he would do better over there in New York, but it's not working.
Here's a good one here. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
The Bears are going to San Francisco to play the 49ers.
Wow. That could be some playoff predictions right there. Since they both are in, they could mess around and have to face each other in these playoffs.
See, now the Bears are probably pretty much set. Okay.
Yeah, Bears is at that 2 slot.
No, they're at the 2 slot. They're not going to fall in their division. They're going to win their division.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And what you call it? What are they in 5-6? I can't.
They're at 5. 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers. They're the 6.
Or 6 because Rams are at 5.
Yeah.
So
if they were to to 7, then they would face them. I'm going, man, I hate to go behind Caleb. I'm going Bears.
All right, then you got the Cardinals and Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
Cardinals, Bengals, yeah.
You got the Saints going to the Titans. I'm going Saints on that.
Saints, Titans. Saints actually look pretty good today.
Yeah.
Running up some points and stuff. Yeah, let's go with Saints.
You got the Jags playing the Colts. I'm going Jags.
I'm going Colts. I still don't believe that the Jags is a good enough team. I know Philip Rivers is not that washed up. He did real good and not playing a game in 5 years.
All right. You got the Bucks playing the Dolphins. I'm going Bucks.
Oh yeah, definitely Bucks.
Seahawks are playing the Panthers. I'm going to go Seahawks on this.
Seahawks to bring the Panthers back to reality.
Giants are playing the Raiders. Both are 2-13. So
I would say Giants on this one, but Giants might want to keep that number 1 spot. They may want to give it up, but let's see. Let's go Giants though.
Eagles and the Bills.
Bills
on this. That's in Buffalo, which cold weather don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And then Monday night, you got the Rams playing the Falcons, and the Rams are going to win that one.
Yeah.
All right, there's our picks for this coming week. And
oh yeah, Judkins got a dislocated ankle and broke his fibula.
I seen that. And so it's just a weekend again of injuries.
Yep.
All right, you got anything else?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get our Wounded Warrior awards. All right, for WNBA, we had this year Miss Aja Wilson. I mean, she was out hurt. She came back. They won. I forgot the number. I could see the 13 straight or 17 straight, but it like catapulted them right into the playoffs. And then from there, they were able to win it all. I mean, because they were not even in it when she went out. They were like not even close to making the playoffs. And then she came back. They won all them games straight. And then it was it. And for the NBA, I had to go with him. I hate. It's just like 2 years straight. I always got to go for the enemy. I got to give the award to the enemy. And for the NBA, it goes to Tyrese Halliburton. Because as much as I love the Knicks, he put my Knicks out and everything. The only reason they did not win the finals is, remember, he tore his Achilles in the finals.
That's it. Exactly.
And
Game
if you
2,
look
wasn't
at,
it? Game 2?
And if you look at their season now, without him, they lost Miles Turner. Miles Turner also went to another team. But now, without him and Miles Turner in that, the Pacers are the bottom of the league right now. So I said, he was the motivation behind that team. And, he's the heartbeat of that team. And he gets that Wounded Warrior award. That was for the NBA. Now we're going to skirt over here to baseball, and we'll let you talk about Mr. Ronald, is it Acuna?
Acuna Jr.
Yep.
Remember last year he was in springtime when the Braves were hot. Last year he was at the elbow.
Yeah, that's why I picked it, because I look at it, you see he got that brace on.
So he injured his arm, so then he was out for the rest of the season. The Braves didn't even make the playoffs. And then he came back this year, come back playing, even won comeback player of the year this year in Major League Baseball, but the Braves still didn't make the playoffs and finished almost last in the division, but he was your Wounded Warrior for Major League Baseball.
And now hockey, I went with this one on one thing, and one thing that really stood out with this guy for hockey, and it was just like, and the picture gonna show it, because at first I was gonna use his picture where he got 895 goals, and yes, we're talking about old checking, but we're talking about a wounded warrior here, and he's wounded. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna show you his wound. Here we go. Take a look at it. I put this one up. As much money as he could buy a tooth. He could buy a tooth. But he did even though he made that he had 895. 895 was the new record as far as goals. But he pushed the Capitals. He got the Capitals the Washington Capitals into the playoffs, but they didn't make it. I think they got put out the first round. But like I said, we're not really we're learning hockey. We're getting better, but we're knowing more than a couple of years ago. I know a lot more now than I did a couple of years ago, but it's hard to pick these players. Like I said, right now I'm going for my team is like the Nashville Predators. I'm like, and I basically picked them because the name Predators. I like that name. But he gets it. I was like, oh, that's definitely a Wounded Warrior. He's still gonna play no matter that tooth is gone. And the NFL one, it comes this one was kind of hard. We had a lot of people to but at the same time, you gotta think when this dude wasn't in the lineup and they couldn't use him.
They were no good.
It wasn't no good. He's back in the lineup. They're in the playoffs. And I goes to, and once again, back to back, it's running back.
CMC.
This running back, Christian McCaffrey. Yep. He gets it. I'm like, he's the one. And remember last year he played through, what was wrong with him? He had those I want to say it was his calves, and he had to wrapped up, and he still played, and it was just like he made it worse, whatever it was. I thought it was. And this is a guy that wants to be out there. He wants to play, he wants to get it done for his team, but he just couldn't do it last year. This year he's up running healthy, and 49ers is in the playoffs. They're going to try to make a run of it. And once again, I'm going to try to go against you because my boys didn't make it. So I'm hoping somebody like Caleb Williams put you out.
And the thing was, it was with him, you didn't know how he was going to come back being able to play because he sat out a whole year.
Yeah, he did.
And then you just mentioned the Chicago, and I'm going to mention this. I forgot to mention. I just seen something and read about. And they're in the same situation the Chiefs are in. Chicago is. So the franchise is looking to move and go across state lines to Indiana because the city of Chicago says they have no priority at all on building a new stadium for the Bears franchise. So once again, that's what happens when you have not too smart people in running cities that don't know where the money comes from. And if that franchise leaves Chicago, what's left?
Exactly. Well, they'll still have their baseball. They'll still have those Bulls, but the Bears did bring in a lot of revenue. You're gonna look at losing. What do you think about? I would think any NFL team, all NFL teams bring in on a yearly basis at least $1 billion or almost about $1 billion. You think that's what they're gonna bring in? And so, they split their games half away, half at home. So you figure if they made about $1 billion a year, half a year, they'd bring that's $500 million in that city that they bring in. That's going to lose $500 million.
So they said they was looking to go across state lines and get in talks with Indiana, and they're going to jump all over that.
Yes, because Indiana don't have a professional team.
Yeah, they do.
Not football.
Colts.
Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I thought it was in
Indianapolis.
Yeah, Indianapolis. So it is in Indiana. Because I was thinking it was in Illinois, but no, it is in Indiana.
So but they're going to jump all over that. I mean, here's the thing: what are you going to call them? Indiana Bears? But I had to mention that. I forgot to mention it, but and then let's see here. Let's get back to this real fast, and then Derrick Henry scored another touchdown.
Oh my goodness! So they're ahead. I'm not watching the game because my phone went out.
The Ravens are up 24-13 with 12 minutes in the fourth quarter. Derrick Henry has rushed 18 carries for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs got 6 receptions for 99 yards. So we'll see if they can hold off to win and to see what happens. You got anything else?
I got nothing else.
Well, like we always do at the end of each episode, if you're thinking about harming and hurting yourself, call that quick number 988, dial 1. That's the Veteran Crisis line, 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. Give that a call or just dial that quick number, 988 and 1. They'll get you in contact with the resources that you need. Always check on your battle buddies, your friends, any change of behavior. And if you're a veteran out there, go to your local VA medical center and get some help.
There you go. That's all you need to do. Don't be ashamed to get the help. That's what a lot of people do, especially us vets, where we're military guys. We're all soldiers. We're warriors. We got this tough bravado, and you might be having issues, and you don't want to open up because it's not manly in your mind, and some many people's opinions. It's not manly to talk about your emotions or anything. But however, it is more manly to do so. It's more brave to do so.
That's right.
That you go ahead and that you can go ahead and put your feelings on your shoulder and you can let somebody know. So I'm saying go ahead and do that. We let that bravado just get in the way, and it can mean the difference between life and death. And even as like Terry Crews got that commercial now, talk about you might want to give them some space. Don't give them no space.
No, you messed up.
You need to be handling their business. You need to be in your partner's business, especially when you notice stuff strange.
Even if you're there, you're there beside them, quiet, just sitting there with them.
Yep.
Because when you give them space and when they're alone, that's when that brain starts.
Yep.
So
ain't nobody care about me. I might as well go ahead and do it, and then they'd be thinking that because they're alone.
I mean, you feel better if you get it out and you talk about it. It's not bottled up, and you can get it off your shoulders in order to say you do feel better, and it's not bottled up inside. Because what happens? You got something bottled up inside. Eventually, it explodes.
Exactly.
It just comes out. So, yeah, just do that. Take that first step. Get the help you need, and just go from there. Anything else, Beans?
I got nothing else.
Well, everyone out there, have a Merry Christmas this week, and we'll see you. There will not be no audio, definitely not this week.
Nope.
But we'll be back on the air live next Sunday night, and y'all stay safe and have a good one.
All righty.
Take care.